Masterclass doesn't quite cover Max Holloway's performance at UFC on ABC1. The former featherweight champ's 5-round demolition of Calvin Kattar was nothing short of remarkable. The Hawaiian started fast and only seemed to get faster. Take nothing away from Kattar, who hit him with some bombs, but as the scorecards and punch stats show, Holloway was on a whole other level. He took the unanimous decision with 2 scores of 50-43 and 1 of 50-42, meaning he took at least 2 10-8 rounds. He also landed 447 strikes, with 445 of those being significant. The previous record was 290. The sport has never seen anything like it. Li Jingliang and Alessio Di Chirico picked up performance bonuses for their first-round knockouts, but the stars were Max Holloway and Calvin Kattar, who collected an extra $50K each for their fight of the night. Put simply, Holloway is a one-of-a-kind athlete, and it wasn't just this fight. His growing list of UFC records back up just how amazing he is. He's landed the most strikes, significant strikes, and attempted strikes in a fight, as well as the most significant strikes in a single round with 141. He's landed over 100 strikes in 12 fights. The next best is 8, and he's never been knocked down from his 24 UFC starts. For all of those reasons and more, it makes the current champ Alexander Volkanovski's 2 wins over him all the more impressive, and the rematch all the more likely. Speaking of epic rematchers, the 2-time heavyweight champ Stipa Miocic has signed on for his next defense of the big boy title, and it's not John Jones. The division's GOAT will once again face Francis Ngannou in the headline bout of UFC 260, where Volk makes his second defense of the featherweight belt against Brian Ortega in the co-main. That all goes down this March 27th. To boxing. The fight between the lineal and WBC heavyweight champ Tyson Fury and the WBA, IBF, and WBO champ Anthony Joshua is a done deal. That's if you believe Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn. The deal is done, really, without being signed, reasoned Hearn. And when you paper a deal like that, it goes back and forwards 15 times before every single letter is approved on the document. So that's 15 more chances for the fight to fall through. Hearn went on to say that Joshua and Fury would face off twice, with the first bout likely to take place in the Middle East later this year. And the second he hoped to bring back to England for an all-British showdown. We can only hope. Meanwhile, fellow Brit and Fury's former mandatory challenger Dillian Whyte will have the chance to get his revenge against Alexander Povetkin. The Russian claimed Whyte's WBC interim title in August last year with a beautiful uppercut in the 5th round. The two were scheduled to fulfill their rematch clause last November, until the bout was postponed when Povetkin tested positive for COVID-19. Carviakton versus Whyte for the interim WBC heavyweight title will now take place at a yet-to-be-announced location this March 6th. Former light heavyweight champion and pound-for-pound contender Sergey Kovalev has tested positive for banned substances. The Voluntary Anti-Doping Association found traces of external testosterone and metabolites in Kovalev's A sample, with Kovalev planning on having his B sample tested in the coming weeks. The 37-year-old Russian hasn't been in the ring since 2019, when he was knocked out by Canelo Alvarez in the 11th round, which means we could have seen the last of the Crusher. And retired boxing legend George Foreman has come out swinging in the battle against COVID and anti-vaxxers.
The scariest shot I ever took was in Africa in 1974. Muhammad Ali threw a straight right in. That shot got me. Ever since then, I've been able to deal with all the shots. This is no big deal. As a matter of fact, it's the most welcoming shot I've had in my lifetime. Because as you know, with the polio vaccine, we had the sugar. But this is the real shot, and I'm proud of it. I'm happy.
The two-time heavyweight champ has teamed up with UT Health to outline facts about the doses and was vaccinated live during a press event.
This shot is real. Just like they really walked on the moon, there's really a COVID vaccine now. And it's safe and everybody should have it.
Thanks for watching. And remember, if you want more fight sports in your life, just hit the subscribe button.